All right, going to be talking about how to pull up a SQLITE database inside of the command prompt. A little difficult to use, especially for someone like me starting out. So I'm going to show you some of the ways that you can get trapped and then the correct way to do it. It pulls up all the data. So you can see here I've got the databases into a folder here. And so the first step inside of our terminal is going to be to navigate to this file folder. And we're going to do that by coming over to the file folder, clicking right here, Command C to copy. Then we'll come back over here to the command prompt. We'll type in CD and then Control V to paste that location. We'll hit enter. So now that we've navigated to the file folder, what do we do next? And this is where it can get tricky. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put SQLITE 3, and then we're going to put the name of the database, 2022 12, in my case this is the name of it, 16 apl.db. We'll hit enter. It won't give us any indication that we're actually in it, but we can see that we're in it if we do select star from and then the name of the table in there, which would, in my case, is called option history. And then we get this 3 dots and the arrow, and so this can be confusing. This can be the first thing that will throw you off. What do we do here? So this is indicating that we didn't finish the command with a semicolon. So right here, select star from option history. We should have put a semicolon right after this. So all we got to do to get out of this is hit a semicolon, and that'll print all of the records inside of the database. Now let's go back out and just highlight some things that might throw you off. So if we're outside, we're in this folder here, and we just put in the name of the database without putting in SQLITE 3, what would happen here? So I'll go ahead and enter that. And it did not do anything other than it opened up my DB browser for SQLITE. So it didn't access it inside of command prompt. It pulled up this user interface that I have. What if we just did SQLITE 3? We get the same message that we had up there, but when we go to put select star from our table name, nothing happens. It says error, no such table. And the reason we get this error, no such table, is because we haven't told it which database inside of our file that we want it to access. So we could do it SQLITE 3. You can see here it adds this use.open file name to reopen on a persistent database. So if we only enter SQLITE 3, we would have to then enter the .open and then the name of that database, 2022 12 16 apple.db. And then no difference between this up here where we had an error and down here, but you can see when we enter the same command, we're now inside of that specified database. And so when we ask it to print everything from the option history table, it's going to print all that data. Once we've gotten the data we need, we can back out of it by hitting .quit down here. That'll take us back out of the SQLITE and put us back into the file folder.